What's up everyone, it's Natalie here, and today is another episode of Vlogmas. I have already gone to the gym today. I worked out, I showered, got ready for the day, and here we are. This top that I'm wearing is from Newly, so it's actually Free People. But if you guys haven't seen, I have been doing or using Newly for this first month. This is not sponsored or anything like that, but I am actually obsessed. So this is from there. I think it's so cute. It's just a rental clothing subscription company, so month to month, $88. You get 6 pieces, but it's actually stores that I personally shop at, like Free People, Urban Outfitters, Citizens, you know, like it's like cooler stores, I feel like, versus Rent the Runway is more business casual. So if you work a corporate job, that's more for you, but if you just want like really cute clothes to kind of experiment, I think that Newly is probably best for that. But anyways, this is from Free People. These jeans are good American. I have been living in them. They're so comfortable and cute, and then I don't have shoes on. But I am about to make a coffee. I have a consultation today, so I am going to join that at 12, and then I also am taking pictures with my assistant Liz, and we're gonna both like take pictures for my Instagram and also for her Instagram. So we're doing that. I love having someone to do that with. It's something that I don't want to do. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to do it. But it's something that I know that I will enjoy once I have these photos and once I start posting more frequently on my Instagram, because Instagram has been slacking for me, and also I've just been posting like garbage quality photos, and I really want to step it up. So that is what one of my New Year's resolutions is, which might sound silly, but it's something that I personally enjoy. So that is what I am headed to do today. I also have a meeting with a financial advisor, and I want to share with you guys how that went. So I'm going to talk all about that after the meeting and just give you guys some tips that he gave me, what we talked about, because I have actually never met with a financial advisor before, and I was hesitant on it. You guys know in previous videos I was like, I don't want a financial advisor, I'm against them, whatever. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, why am I so against it? Because if I don't meet up with one, then I'm never going to do it on my own, and this is just a good step. Like, if you are able to invest in the stock market yourself and not have like financial advisors take that cut or pay a financial advisor, great, you're gonna be making so much more money. But I know myself, I don't know that much about stocks. I need someone to help me. So in the beginning, I think this is a good step. Let me know if you guys have any tips on that, but I am excited to meet with him today in New York. I already had a phone call with him, but this is like a free meeting. We're just gonna talk about my goals, talk about my plans, talk about how much money I have saved, stuff like that, and see if he could help me. So that is what I'm doing today, and then I also have an event tonight with InStyle, which they invited me, and it's actually going to be like a really cool thing. I'm pretty sure like the editor-in-chief is going to be there. I have my friends coming, and it's like it's an event that it's like a sponsored event for me. Like, I'm getting paid to like go and post a picture there, which I have only done one of these once before, so I'm really excited because it's something that I would have gone to anyways. Like, I love events in the city, so I'm just honored that they invited me, and I'm actually going and like joining a company there. Like, I'm like partnering with a company there for the event. But anyways, if you guys want to learn more about that, because I love telling you guys about behind the scenes of sponsorships, let me know. But right now, I'm gonna go and make myself a coffee. I actually have it made already. I just need to put the milk in my cup, but don't mind the dishwasher. I have absolutely no cups, so I'm using this like to-go cup, which is like a camera mug, which I think is really cute. But ooh, lots of foam. Okay. Yep. Yum. Alright, I'm gonna start setting up over here for my consultation because my roommate is actually out of town. So I have the whole apartment to myself, and then take pictures, clean up the place, and that is a quick plan of the day. I just finished recording a podcast with Maya. Oh my gosh, it was such a good episode. I love podcasting, and it makes me so inspired. It makes me really happy talking to people. Like, I seriously love podcasting so much. So I'm really happy that you guys have been liking it. If you guys didn't know, I have a podcast. It's called The Real Podcast. I'll have it linked down below. But if you guys have any suggestions on who to have next, let me know. So I just got done doing that, and now I am actually sending in some Instagram posts for this like sponsored post that I had. I did it last week, and then they just were like, these are not what we're looking for, can you please redo them? So I get so like, I don't get upset when brands do that, because it's their business and this is their brand, and like they're paying me. Like, I'm the client, or I'm the client, I'm the person that like needs to be working with them, and so I don't get upset. but I am so hard on myself, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. They're never gonna want to work with me again. Like, I'm so embarrassed. I cannot believe I sent them something that they didn't like, that didn't fit their vision, and I get so anxious about it. So I redid them. I spent some time doing that, and right now I'm just gonna edit them and then send them over. So I wanted to like update you guys on that, but yeah, I had to like redo it completely, which is fine because it's an Instagram post, which like does not take very long. But I get so like, I just get so anxious, and I'm like, I can't believe that I didn't perform perfectly. So I'm redoing that and hoping that it is like absolutely perfect for the brand, because that like kills me that it's not what they were looking for, or that they like probably saw it and was like, what is this, you know? So it just like wasn't the vision at all that they were going for, which is my fault. But anyways, I'm about to like look through that and create the post. It's like for a perfume that I've been loving, and yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Well, my phone just fell. Good thing I have the Casetify case. It's like the drop protection case. And then Liz is coming over. She should be here any minute now, and we're gonna take some pictures. There she is. I like having this virtual doorman because you can see who's at the door and letting people in, so I'll just keep the door open for her. But it went really well. It's already dark outside, which is nice, but I'm taking the train back, and yeah, it went really well. I think I learned a lot, so I'll update you guys. Headed off to an event tonight. I'm going with In Style magazine, and Brookstone is the company that is sending me there, and I'm so excited. I am wearing this long like coat from Blank NYC. I think it's so cute. Like Upper East Side mom with like a bunch of nannies is the type of vibe I feel like I am serving right now. I am going to this event. It is at their photo lab, which I'm pretty sure is at their headquarters, which is really cool. And I can't wait. I'm meeting up with Maddie, Grace, and Julie. Hi everyone, so it is me from the future. I was going to put makeup on for this video. I was like, I don't want to look like this. I literally got 3 hours of sleep last night. I woke up at 4 in the morning to catch a flight, and now I am back in Charlotte, as you guys can see. So this is a few days after the clips that you just saw. I wanted to talk to you guys about my financial advisor like meeting and how that went, because I know I told you guys that I would talk about that, and I kind of want to make that like the theme of this video. And you guys know in the past I had said I did not want a financial advisor. I was like, I'm gonna figure everything out on my own, because then I will keep like all the rewards, you know, because obviously you have to pay your financial advisor or they get like a percentage of what they are managing. For me, I didn't really know what a financial advisor was. I'm not like an expert in it, but I thought it would be cool to kind of sit down and talk to you guys about my very first experience with one. And then if you guys want to share your experience with one, if any of you guys work for a financial advisor or in that field and want to provide some more insight, that'd be awesome, because I am coming to you guys as like literally my first time meeting with one, not someone who really knows everything about that, if that makes sense. Basically, the reason why I decided to go to a financial advisor was because I am making a substantial income and I'm saving a lot. So I have like over a year's worth of like over a year's salary in my savings, and I'm trying to be like as transparent as possible. I know that this is not the case for everyone, but I have like a year's salary in my savings right now, and all it's doing is sitting in my savings account, and I don't know what to do with it. And I know that's like not a problem, but I know that in order to like grow your wealth, you have to invest, you have to be smart about it, you have to be more strategic, because right now I'm just like, I budget, as you guys know, I have a budgeting sheet. I never ever get close to spending like the amount of money I made that month. Like I always have a pretty good amount to transfer to my savings, but I don't have like a system about it. I don't know how much I should save. I'm just like, okay, this is what's left over, I'll just like transfer it over. So I transfer it over to my savings account, you know, so it's not like it's not very systematic. It's not, I don't have a routine with savings. I don't know what to do with it. I just kind of put it in a savings account. And honestly, I should be putting it in a high interest savings account, but I haven't even done that yet, which is like totally my fault. And my dad has been on my case. He's like, go to Wells Fargo, move it to like a high interest savings account, and I just like still haven't done that. So that's totally my fault, and don't listen to me in that situation. So with that, I was like, okay, I clearly don't feel like I have the time right now to learn about what I should be investing in, how I should be saving, and it's something that I am willing to outsource because I know that someone more knowledgeable that is literally, this is their job, this is what they went to school for, this is what they do every single day with so many clients, they're probably gonna learn or know way more than I am. So I was like, I'm just gonna give a financial advisor a try. I really want to become smarter about my finances, and also like I can spread the info to you guys. So basically I just met up with him. I found him on, I think, smartassets.com. I like took a little quiz to like find a financial advisor. I literally looked up on Google how to find a financial advisor. Like I didn't even know where to start because my parents don't have one. So like I don't come from a family that has like financial advisors, and my parents don't invest in the stock market at all. So to me, it's a very, very like foreign field. So I was just like going in blind. So that's why I really did feel like I needed that help. And I'm not saying that you should invest in the stock market. I think it's totally up to you. And who knows, maybe in the future I won't be investing in the stock market. Maybe in the future I'll be investing in real estate only. Like, I don't know. I kind of want to do both though, eventually in the future, not like exactly at the second to do both, but like in the future I want to be able to do both. But I need a system and I need to know how to start. So basically it was a free meeting. We just talked about like, how much money do I have, like liquid assets? So what are my goals? Like, do I want to buy a home? Do I want to buy property? Am I trying to save, like save for retirement? Do I have a 401k already set up? What is my income every year? And for me, it fluctuates. Okay, so like, let's see how that takes into account. Like, how much are you spending a month? So what are your monthly expenses? Just kind of trying to figure out my lifestyle and try to figure out how much I spend, how much I make, how much I'm saving, and all of that good stuff. So that is what he helped me out. Like, we just talked about that and it was great. Like, it was a really good conversation. And then basically he told me that what that company does is creates a financial plan. And so with that plan, it's basically like I input everything that we just talked about and more into like their system, and then they are going to create an entire custom plan for my life, for my goals, and it's totally like customizable and updated. So like if I decide to stick with them for like years and years, they don't charge me to update the financial plan, but it is a one-time cost to create the financial plan. And then after that, if they're like managing money, from what I understood, they take 1%, which I guess is average. So that is how it worked for me. That's like how the meeting went. I really got great vibes from the meeting, and I liked the company, and I thought they like knew what they were doing and stuff like that. And for me, it's important to have someone that like really understands my lifestyle, really understands me, really is knowledgeable about this whole landscape, because for me, I'm not, and I am the first to admit that. I really want to get better at that. But I think this is the first step in managing my money and being smarter with my money, and it's not for everyone. Some people know about stocks and they know about how to do real estate investing, and they don't need anyone. Like my parents, I'm like so amazed that they don't have anyone really like telling them all of this stuff. But for me at 23, for the amount that I'm making at 23 years old with having no knowledge about it, I do kind of want to get smarter about it, if that makes sense. So that was my experience. So I do think I am going to move forward with it, but I will update you guys as my journey goes along. So stay tuned for the new year to hear how like my financial journey goes. I'm not going to share numbers with you guys, like specific numbers, because I personally don't feel comfortable with it. I share as much as I feel comfortable with. Like I don't mind sharing like AdSense numbers and stuff like that, but like whole income and everything like that, and like I've shared with you how much I pay for rent, things like that, like I don't mind sharing. But for like how much liquid assets I have and stuff, like I don't really think it's necessary. But I am fortunate to have a job that pays me well, and it's really all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much for that, and I'm just excited to be working harder. Like I know that I can be working harder in the new year, and I'm really excited for that. And I think this first year, like doing this full time and being self-employed for not even a year yet, I am just really figuring out everything and like figuring out like how much I should be spending. Like I'm budgeting way more, you know, because I don't have a stable job, and it's a huge learning curve. And I feel like this year I was kind of all over the place and I wasn't very organized, which is why I would just like randomly put money in my savings, but like I didn't really have like a rhyme or reason to it or anything like that, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I feel like in the new year my goal is to become more organized with everything. So not only just like my finances, but also like time batching and stuff like that. Like I want to be able to have a more organized like work system, because right now it's just overwhelming and it's not sustainable. I'm doing too many things at once. Like I want to still have the same amount of workload, but I need to organize it better, where I'm not like doing a million things in one day. Like I'd rather just like work on like YouTube and on Mondays and like podcasting Tuesdays and consulting Wednesdays, you know, something like that. So I'm trying to figure out that best system to do that. But if you guys want to subscribe, you guys will for sure get an insight into that, because I want to make so many videos on it. I want to do like a time batching the week in my life, like experimenting with that. I think that could be fun. So if you guys want to subscribe, then be sure to do that. But I wanted to just sit down. I literally have not slept, so I look like garbage. I'm just and I'm back home, but I wanted to kind of like share with you guys my first experience at a financial advisor, because I have never been to a financial advisor before, and I really like I feel like there's not that many things like this on the internet, and I'm kind of trying to be as honest and open as I can be, and I feel comfortable with. I'm about to fall asleep on this camera, so I'm gonna go make a coffee, drink some coffee, edit this video, upload it today. But if you guys want more or if you guys have any questions about this, I don't know everything, like I said. I really want you guys to like be able to help me out. So if you guys can comment any like finance advice or anything like that in the comments below, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I hope that this like helped anyone if they're kind of going through the same situation, that it's okay to be like 23, 24, 25, 30 even, and like not really know like everything about your finances. I think the first step is just like to start, whether that's talking to a financial advisor, or if it's just like learning on your own, whatever that may be. It's important to learn, and I really want to encourage it. So that's it for this video. Subscribe if you guys liked it, and I will talk to you guys later, but I'm excited to read the comments on this one. Bye.